madness. There's a real madness to the whole rally, and I love that. I love the fact that even though I've been 8 times before, you never quite know what's going to happen when you go off the start line, and you're like a complete beginner every time. It is dramatically harder than all the others and longer than all the others. You know, even the other kind of world championship rallies, they're still maybe 6 days, or the long ones 8 days, and it's not the same as 14 days. And yeah, I think that's what makes you want to go back, is that I've done a lot of those other rallies, and there's no question they're really, really good fun. In a lot of ways more fun than Dakar, but they don't hold the same challenge. And I think that's what, you know, it's a big part of off-road racing, whatever level you're at, is that challenge of, yeah, the physical challenge and the mental challenge of sticking it out to the end. And Dakar is by far the more sort of challenging and difficult of all those events.
They should deliver all my blessings in small brown paper handbags near the porch. And I wished I'd known that you were bleeding while I sat and watched you reading with the Lord. I read with him too. 'Cause when you look at me, I'll be digesting your legs. 'Cause I can hardly see what's in front of me.
Originally we had a plan for Dakar 2013 for myself and my son Llewelyn to ride the race together, not actually together, but you know, as a team, form a team around us, and we had everything in place. Fantastic setup, fantastic bike. We're both riding together all the time, training together, and yeah, we were really excited. And then unfortunately for us, kind of tragically, it was sort of taken out of our hands a little bit. The ASO, the Dakar organisers, didn't accept Llewelyn's entry.
Digesting your legs.
ASO have taken the decision out of our hands. We tried very hard to convince them, unsuccessfully. So we've had to change the plan a little bit. The team's still going to Dakar, and again we've got a fantastic setup, really well organised, good bike, and yeah, very happy with the team. And you know, it now puts us in a position where that's a building block actually to move forward in the future, and for Llewelyn to get his chance in 2014. Yeah, we have a fantastic team plan for Dakar 2013. There are 4 people involved in the team. Firstly, myself as first rider, and then we've got a second rider, a guy called Don Hatton, who's a friend of mine from previous rallies. He's Canadian, from Vancouver Islands, but he's coming here to join us on the Kunststoffe Husqvarna team. And then we've got 2 people involved in the support team. I think it's a perfect setup for a small privateer team. We've got a Mercedes Sprinter 4x4 that we've specifically kitted out and fitted for Dakar. I think it's really well organised. And then the guy Paul Green that's driving the Sprinter, that'll be his main job, will be to drive the Sprinter and to take care of all the logistics and the organisation around the bivouac. He's the perfect guy for it. His background is in logistics and organisation, and you know, it's a really important part of running a team. And then the most importantly, we've got Evan Davies, who will be the team's main mechanic. And Evan's a fantastic guy. He's worked for me at Off-Road Skills for 5 years now, and he knows the bikes very well, he knows the brand very well, and most importantly, he knows me as well. The bike's fantastic. It's one of the things that I'm most excited about this year. This new Husqvarna T449. It's so easy to ride. It's the biggest thing. Well, there's so many things that are exciting about this bike. Really, it's so easy to ride, and I think it's so easy to ride safely. It's slim, it's narrow, it still feels like an enduro bike. All the fuel load, all the weight's really close into the middle of the bike. And the suspension, we've got Llewelyn's factory suspension front and rear, which is just really transformed. It feels like you can ride your normal ride without having to kind of work around the bike. And for me, it's probably the first time, in all the Dakars I've been to, where I actually feel like the bike is exactly where I want it to be.